Good evening. It's Darlene Azarmi.
Oh, okay, I wouldn't even, yeah. Okay.
It's all right. Good evening, y'all. I am here representing Democracy North Carolina and the Asheville-Buncombe NAACP. Also to talk about the districting issue. This is something that, as you know, is on people's minds right now, and rightfully should be. Just to back up a little bit, we're talking about marching orders that were given down by arguably the most racist General Assembly in the United States. Specifically in Asheville in 2015, when we had a black representative elected to council, there was an immediate plan put into play, and this is a part of a greater strategy in North Carolina and across the nation, as you may know. We are being pounded left and right in the sector of voting rights at the state level, and it comes down to race. There's a lot of talk about partisanship. We can talk about that, and there are many lawyers on council. So it's mind-blowing to me that there has been silence this long on this issue, and we've seen these court cases in Wake County and in Greensboro pushed back. And the fact that we're still sitting here twiddling thumbs in silence, not answering emails, just not speaking on the issue. I commend the council members who have taken a stance on this issue, but the public needs to be aware. There needs to be communication, there needs to be education, forums, and a public dialogue around this issue. Because the ethical cost of simply standing by and allowing this to push over has far-reaching precedents, not just for Asheville, but for the entire nation. And this is a very, very serious issue. This might be the most serious issue facing the 2020 upcoming election, and this is really the integrity of our entire election system, the crux of all of you being able to sit in your seats and say that you're legitimately elected. So I don't think we need to go into specifics about cracking and stacking and BVAP, the black votes per hour in Asheville. I know that there have been questions about the percentages. Can this be a racial gerrymander if it's not 5%? We have around 3.5% registered African Americans in Asheville. Regardless of all of these technical legal issues, y'all need to take a stand on this. The public needs to know where you're at, and I am asking you, and on behalf of my organizations, to fight back. And, you know, in saying that, what was the quote, is can we win in a meaningful way? What is the difference between a charter and a lawsuit? People don't know these things, and we need you to give that information, speak with a backbone, and stand firm on this issue.
Thank you. You have a PowerPoint? All right. You're stepping that up.
That's right.
Exactly. Just for me, right?
Oh no, this is for all. All right, my name is Jonathan Wainscott. In regards to the district elections that have been described as basically a racial assault on Asheville and a stealing of democracy and all that kind of stuff, the narrative has been, you know, this was led by, you know, racist Republican Chuck Edwards, who then co-opted Terry VanDuyn, who brought in the even-yeared amendment, and she was labeled as a traitor and a turncoat. And I guess maybe that's to the Democratic Party. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's to Asheville. I don't know exactly what else. But I think that we should look at the rest of the senators that did vote for this. This was a unanimous vote by the Senate bill 813, and that means that there were these turncoat Democrat racist.
The most racist General Assembly in the United States.
We got Mike Woodard up there. He looks like a racist. And we got Jeff Jackson, who looks like a really handsome racist. And then we got Jay, I don't know how to pronounce his name, maybe...
Chaudhry.
Chaudhry? Oh, right. Yeah, he's racist. And then we've got Dan Blue, who voted for it. He's a turncoat. Oh, my word, man. Look at that guy. He's making a racial attack on Asheville, and so is Gladys Robinson, and so is Floyd McKissick Jr. He voted for Senate Bill 813. So did Ben Clark, and so did Don Davis, and so did Joyce Waddell, and so did Paul Lowe Jr., and so did Milton Toby Fitch. He's from Wilson. Do you guys know anything about Wilson, North Carolina? I think that you should look it up and see what kind of governance that they have here. So, you know, I appreciate that you used the word debunk there earlier, Mrs. Smith, because this narrative of a racial attack on Asheville via the North Carolina General Assembly.
The most racist General Assembly in the United States.
It's completely out of hand. It's not the slightest bit true. And this is not going to help us do anything with the North Carolina legislature going forward to continue this tit for tat fight. I don't know what you think that you're going to accomplish by trying to not abide by the law that was put into place by all of these people. Let's look at them again. Look at all these racist people who voted for Senate Bill 813 with unanimity.
The most racist General Assembly in the United States.
You guys turned to unanimous votes to be able to sort of like, hey, look, we had to do something unpopular, but I can assure you there was a lot of discussion, and this came with a unanimous vote. This is what unanimity looks like. I want to know why those people up there are traitors and turncoats.
Arguably the most racist General Assembly in the United States.
I want to know why Terry VanDuyn is getting thrown under the bus and she's being bullied and no one's standing up for her. She brought the even-yeared amendment, which you're going to benefit from, and Julie, by being able to run for Senate in the even-yeared election. And you can do that and run for higher office, and, you know, unlike Keith, who tried to abandon ship in 2000, you know, like,
Jonathan,
to do this.
don't make it personal.
I'm not happy about this discourse here when it comes to, you know, lying about how this all came down.
Thank you.
Thanks.